Do it for magic. It's showtime, baby. I see nothing wrong with doing it full time, baby. I'm the best, yes, and he the best, yeah. Don't worry, Brian. Get me next year. Not just defense to an assassin. Killer instinct, murder the basket. They steal the ball back, hold it for ransom. It's more than a game, this is a passion. Been the all-star, been a champion. Free throw line, you hear them chanting. MVP, MVP. Kobe Bryant, aka MV me. In knee deep, smash in knee deep. Whoever he is, he can't guard me. He can't guard me. So there you have.
With that. Shout out to all my barber, shout out to all my stylists. With beards and baldheads, he holds fat lace. Got the flyest guy to the left of me, True Lies. What happened to them beats, True? Ah, man, we gotta get them things going. They whack now? Y'all should have seen his feet when he stepped in here. In memory of Mr. Aggie Pride himself.
Yeah, what up? Good evening.
Cousin D.
Salutations.
Got the BSF on. Got the Soul Survivor. Barry in the building. Got a very special guest. Y'all know his podcast. I do it for hip hop podcast right there. Come on, man, Just in the building.
Chip.
Looking real smooth with that royal blue on.
Yeah, man.
You know, still got the giant pride.
I'm trying.
You celebrating Eli retiring or?
Yeah, that's what it's all for.
Hit it one time, B. My
It's
fault.
about time.
My fault.
I think it's about time for Eli.
One more time. We got the Soul Survivor Barry in the building.
Yo.
You know, my fault. Got the mic was off. Shout out to everybody on the IG. Got T holding it down. You know, man, we're gonna get into it. It's one of them times, man. It's crazy when I look back at our shows and the people that we spoke about frequently who have passed. I look at John Singleton, and we spoke about him a lot, just from Boys in the Hood to this to that to Snowfall, and we lost Kobe. You know, we done everything from talking about Kobe with his hairstyles, him as a competitor, the bars.
Yeah.
You know, that was one of TJ's inspirations as an MC.
Definitely surpassed him, T. Congratulations.
But you know, as a competitor, as an athlete, he's one of the best to do it. The best ever to do it in basketball. We're gonna get right into it.
Open an argument, a great leader.
A great leader.
Did you say father?
Man, when we talk about him as a father, he did it his way. You know, he caught a lot of backlash early. I want to get married. He said at 19, he said, I want to get married.
Yeah.
He said, I want to have kids. I want to do it now.
Right.
It's called backlash from media, from his family.
Severed his relationship with his family.
Getting married to Vanessa, and yo, we looking at him now. He look real happy right here.
That's what it's about.
It's about yours.
They didn't believe she was in it for the long haul.
That's
Man.
even a few years ago.
Man, he done went through them trials and tribulations.
Yeah. And I hear people say, oh, she stayed with him for the money. I was like, no, she could have took half of that.
Yeah, she could have been gone. That's L.A.
She could have took
That
half
could've
that.
been gone.
Oh yeah.
Something happened.
She didn't have to stay. She could have took half that and kept getting half of it. So that wasn't the reason she stayed. She might have had the other agenda, but it wasn't money. So
Man, it's so much we could touch on him. As were y'all fans of Kobe? Like, was he one of y'all top favorite? He wasn't one of mine as a basketball player.
Basketball player? Yes.
no.
He's my favorite basketball player.
He's your fave?
Yeah.
I hate to say he's one of them cats I love to hate watching.
I mean, that's
Like
that's,
I would watch him.
that's what
why
sports
is
is
this dude
about.
So magical.
I wasn't a huge Jordan fan.
But that's not that don't take away from the fact that we respected him as a great player.
Absolutely.
Well, for me, it starts to be like this, like when especially early in their career, people get all this hype and this praise, and sometimes you're like, y'all hate him, like, nah, he not Mike, he not this person, and then you get later on in their career, they get back to the next person, and you start appreciating
what
that
they
person more.
Yeah.
Like so for him, like for Kobe and Tim Duncan, like they were always nice, but like for those two players, like it grew from hate, well not hate, but like apathy to like love. Like I love those players.
You on the board with apathy.
Apathy.
Yeah.
Apathy. You on the board, team.
And then what? Even like for me, I'm a Niners fan, but like Marshawn Lynch.
We are Niners fans.
guy.
We are Niners fans. Continue. My fault.
But
Continue.
Marshawn Lynch is my guy, and I just feel like you kind of as a fan, you in them battles with them. So it's like you always respect your competitor, or supposed to.
No doubt.
So like when you look at Mamba, he's the ultimate competitor, and like you have no choice but to respect him.
Right.
Same thing with LeBron. Like you can hate LeBron all you want, but after a while, man, it's undeniable.
True.
It's crazy. Like you mentioned Michael Jordan, he was like in the same light. Like people hated him, but they loved him. Like I was one. My hate for Jordan was the same as Kobe. It wasn't that I didn't like them personally. I don't know them, but it was like, okay, I hate y'all, but I wish you was on my team.
Absolutely.
You know, it was that.
I would love you if you came home.
Yeah,
where I
it was that
at.
type
Yeah.
of hate. Like I hate you, but you was on my team. I would love you.
I love you.
It was that with me. So I always looked at because they were threats to my team.
Huge.
Exactly.
So that was
Who's
the reason
your
why I
team,
couldn't. I mean, I grew up a Pistons fan.
Oh, no
Pistons
doubt.
fan. And then I rooted for the Nets
No doubt.
because they were home team.
No doubt.
But, we ain't had too much home teams to root for. So
True.
it was like, all right. I mean, we got one professional team. I'll go with it. So that's
50 Cent said respect comes from admiration and fear.
right.
Yeah.
Right. That's why I said I always respected him. But like I said, my hate was because he was giving my team fits, or we was having problems with him. So it was never like I didn't like the guy personally. Even after all the stuff he went down, he started hating him for different reasons. I'm like, look, man, I don't have time to hate a person I don't know. So, but
True.
yeah, I mean, but we just want to watch the game sometimes. So,
Are you gonna start yelling this when it's time when you shoot? Cause I know you're a mellow man.
Nah.
You're a mellow man.
I was
Wait,
doing that all day. At
you
work
was
today.
you was yelling Kobe?
I was he's like throwing garbage away. Kobe all day today, but I said we're gonna do this all week.
nah, just gotta stay true to the game.
Did y'all hear about him saying? I was watching this interview with T-Mac, and he said Kobe said he wants to die young. He wants to be immortalized. He wants to have he wants to be bigger than Jordan. This is what he's saying before I think the kids and everything. Because him and T-Mac had a relationship at an early age from AAU. And he was saying, this was, I don't want to say goals, but he put this out there on earth. I want to be immortalized. I want to die early or die young. I want to be the best basketball player ever.
Life and death is in the power of
They
the
about to make him the logo.
Man.
Well, when was this? You said this
I guess this was T-Mac said it today. So when Kobe said it to him, he might have been when
This
they
was
were
younger in their
in
career.
AAU or
That's
maybe
before-
early,
I guess-
real
I guess
young in their
that's
career.
before kids and
Yeah, before that.
marriage
Yeah.
and career and Academy Awards. That's old Kobe. I think he would have a very different. We got a 1-year-old at home now.
Not even.
Nah, a
7
no-year-old.
months,
7
something
months.
like that.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's like I definitely think
Well, that was a
That's
selfish
different.
Kobe, like you said.
yeah,
At
that
the
was
time.
early Kobe.
Right.
Yeah, that was hungry.
That was
super,
a Kobe not thinking about family.
Yeah.
So, we all say things when we're 19, 20 years old. We just say things when we're adults that we could take back.
Word
But,
up. I'm
I
glad
mean,
we ain't had Facebook and
that doesn't.
Twitter.
I mean, like you said,
Word.
unfortunately,
is.
there's a lot of eerie things that's going to come up. A lot of people going to have things that's going to parallel with
they're
this.
gonna dig in the crates for everything.
Right. You're going to
Everything.
see a lot of quotes that he made that's going to seem prophetic. And you're going to be like, man, come on. You can easily find a footage of man speak that much.
Shout out to everybody on the check-in. If y'all want to chime in with this interview, please do. And with our conversation, shout out to Tracy, Just, Julian. Shout out to Uncle Mike. Shout out to Keisha. Who else we got? Shout out to Shad. Shout out to JL. Shout out to Mal, cousin CJ, Keish, Lola, Fahim, Saquana, my boy Lou down in Georgia. What's up, baby? Got Jeff, Lamar. I had one of the best conversations with my good brother Lamar Maxon this past week. We're gonna get to that again. Shout out to everybody on the check and definitely RIP Kobe. Make sure y'all keep tuning in all night. We're gonna get into it. Y'all got the best Kobe moment.
He took them free throws on, was it broken Achilles?
Achilles.
Torn Achilles. That
Torn
was my
Achilles,
favorite.
bro. Yeah.
Like, before even
He
this
said,
weekend,
"Nah, I got it."
That was my favorite moment of him because that shows you way more. That was more than basketball. That
There's
was,
only one. You can limp out there and shoot.
not everybody.
He put up 81, bro.
81.
He put up
81.
He put up 81. To me, that'd be my favorite feat.
My Kobe moment is his last game. His last game to go out like that.
Game
That was
don't
big.
Count.
To go out like still be able to drop.
They was giving it
They
up
was,
to Kobe.
they was
giving it up
like
to Kobe.
30 feet away. Exactly.
Like, Kobe,
that
shoot
one
it
don't
down.
count.
What a shot
They
guarding
gave
you.
him
Last
61
make 'em.
points, man.
Still gotta make it. Still gotta make
Still
it.
gotta
And
make
he-
him.
Come on, that's the wrong person to say
But
that
if
to. He's
nobody
not no
guarding
bum.
you,
He's a killer.
it's like playing. It's like when they shoot around in warm-ups. They don't miss
Yeah,
in
he's a
warm-ups.
killer.
That's all he was. I'm good. I'm good.
I watched the 81.
81.
They didn't. The other teammates didn't try to take a shot.
Matter of fact, they just started that game now.
They just started
What,
feeding.
the
him.
81 game?
There's another 60 game.
Oh, the 60
Tell you,
game.
that's gonna be the game. The way you
Yeah.
go out.
I do like the game when he was young Kobe, still number 8, when he did that dunk on the Knicks.
Come on,
The
man.
under. Oh, your team again? I'm sorry, bro. How do you live? How do you live with sports?
I don't-
if you-
bro, you
Pops
had
was
to-
a Knicks fan, man.
Oh,
I
my
just
goodness.
cool. That came in the game. I was
Yo,
a
it's
Knicks
cool to
fan.
leave. It's cool to leave.
No, it's not. No.
It's called evolution.
Oh,
I
that,
got
you know,
too much
so
orange
you know
and
the play
blue
I'm
in my
talking about,
pocket.
the kind of
Yeah, that's
under the rim reverse
Yeah,
dunk
that's
on
it.
Sprewell
That was ill.
head.
That
Like
was ill.
Kobe had some nice dunks when he was younger. Like he was definitely a killer on the court. There's nobody like him since right now. If you name one killer like Kobe playing since, then you're crazy.
You know you're the man when you're telling LeBron, you getting at him in front of people like, yo, let's take that shot. What's wrong with you?
Word up.
Like, yo, that Kobe was the ultimate competitor.
Exactly.
One, because he had respect for his opponent,
He had respect for the game.
respect for the
Super
game.
respect for the game.
It was major.
Yo, and LeBron just passed his record.
Just passed. Shout out to my little big
What was
brother.
that like the night before, right?
Right.
That's what makes this all eerie.
That's why it's gonna be a lot of stories, man. Like that's gonna sound crazy.
Ron talked to him the night before.
Yeah.
He scored. He broke the record in Philly. It's just weird.
In Philly, of all places.
Yeah.
All places. LeBron said that's where he met him.
Should they have asked Kobe to come?
Thank you, General.
That would have changed everything. Should they have asked
man.
Oh
Kobe
man,
to
that would
come?
be crazy.
Be at the
I'm
game?
sure he could have given me one or two.
Did you?
I think. Oh man, I didn't think about that really. So now,
I
like, you
just-
asked him
it
to
hit
come there and
different.
be
It
that
is
game.
crazy
It hit
because
different.
Would have
You
said,
think
I don't
about
know.
that,
Would he have
yeah.
took the red eye back home to get to where he had to get to, and the same thing would have happened?
Yeah.
I don't know.
LeBron did like a 15-minute interview after the game talking about Kobe. This is he had nothing to do. This is before he died, so it was like it was crazy because it almost sounded like he was talking about him in the after effect. So it was crazy to go back there to look at his interview and realize, yo, he said all this about Kobe before he passed. Like he showed him the ultimate. He got a chance to show him the ultimate love before he died. That was crazy.
He got the flowers right. He can still smell.
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
He got the flowers.
So
right.
I
He
know
can still smell them. That's a
LeBron
big deal.
feeling good about that situation.
Yeah, he
he
got
like,
it out.
man, I got a chance to show this guy how much I really.
I didn't.
I mean, he talked about how he met him in high school.
think the
The
NBA
sneaker
should-
story? Did he tell the sneaker story?
Yeah,
That-
he told the sneaker
I was
story.
like, wow.
Yeah, but he told like how he met, like, you know, the first time he met him at a basketball camp. He said he was like talking to him. He said I was 14, 15 years old. So it was like crazy. And Kobe like 18 at the time, talking to them because he was in the league already.
Yeah.
That's major, man.
Yeah, man. So like I said, that's good. Eerie's gonna be the word that keeps coming up a lot. I think it just happened so tragic.
D, did you know that you and him had the same name for your daughter?
I knew that.
Did you bite him or he bite you?
I don't know.
I think
I
he
don't
might have
think
been
it
your
was-
style, man.
He
No,
said,
I
"Hell
don't think
no."
it wasn't coincidental, but it's yeah, that kind of bugged it out, and she was with me this weekend, so that was
Yeah.
kind of
I think that
emotional.
made the situation for me like that's the part that still hits it all the way home for me. because you go immediately go to the family. Like, damn, that's a lot of pain.
It's a lot of pain. So they lost. They lost one. Is it the daughter that's to the left right here?
No, it's the one at that age.
The smaller one, Gigi.
It's
The one in the blue. It's the one in the blue. Gigi's
Yeah,
blue.
the one in the blue.
Appreciate that. The one in the blue.
Yeah, the one in the blue.
And did they both play basketball?
Yeah, that was the little one that balled.
Yeah,
Yo, she gets busy.
Yeah,
She gets
nice.
busy.
You kind of put some flowers and stuff in her jersey because she was going to go to UConn.
Wow.
In the seats tonight.
Wow. It gets real. It gets real.
I mean, this is the biggest sports star to die in my lifetime that I got a chance to actually see in full action. Yeah, because I mean, other than Muhammad Ali, I didn't chance to see him to the end of his very, very, very end of his career. But this is the first major athlete that I can remember.
We watched him grow up.
Right.
Now
We
you say
watched
that,
him
that's
grow
crazy.
up.
Like,
We
this is
watched.
our
Right.
first like
Right.
real.
This is my first. I'm
Yeah.
speaking for
You
myself.
say like that. Like,
I can
this
remember.
Is our first
This
like
is the
real
first-
big like
Yeah.
major like.
I mean, like I
some
said,
kid
Kobe's definitely one of
superhero
those
that
right.
that we
transgenerational
lost that we
players
saw
that
Exactly.
develop.
you wouldn't expect
beginning
to see
to
it
end.
from so early.
Right.
So
Like I
Get
said,
a point for
like I said,
transgenerational.
like I said, you know, Muhammad Ali was like, whoa, but this was
But you expect
seen it. Right, because by the time I saw him, he was on a
already
decline with
older,
his
declining,
health
yeah,
and everything.
everything,
Even though he
my
lived
nigga,
a lot
Bill,
longer
Bill
than we
Russell
thought. He
is
was
still alive. Like,
But yeah.
yeah.
Yo,
like,
Jerry West is alive.
Right.
yes,
No.
there's
Right.
people that are older than us that are feeling probably like, damn, like some of
That's
these.
it.
Jerry West was sick.
Phil Jackson out
the
there.
fact that Kobe said, I wanted to go to the NBA because I heard Michael Jordan was leaving, and I wanted to make sure I played him before he retired.
And he told Mike, yo, if we was playing in our prime, I would roast you. Like,
Woo!
like for him to have the confidence to say that,
Just to
Mike
say it.
You gotta have a level of confidence. dude.
Just
You
to
gotta
say
just- You gotta
There
respect
was
that
no-
level
there
of
was no fear in
confidence.
that man.
Nah.
No fear.
I'm sure you'll hear more stories and more
He told-
inside stuff of players and coaches
Nah,
and
some
celebrities, you know.
Some ill shit I heard.
His raps?
Yeah.
Nah, some ill shit I heard when the players had the lockout. They said Kobe was like doing some shit like, if y'all ain't get y'all money right and y'all wasn't holding yourself down or get yourself together for this lockout, I don't owe you money until we get it, until the collective bargaining is back together. So pretty much he was helping the players out.
Wow.
I remember that.
I ain't know that.
I didn't know that.
I remember that. I remember hearing that. You put that. I remember.
Yeah, now people want to bring up all the, the pretty much the one negative thing that he got on his, record
Resume,
pretty
right,
much.
yeah.
And they obviously is spiteful and just don't give up on shit because he done did so much other stuff to help. Like, so you measuring one bad thing with all the
Yeah, it's like, at
ultimately good
at
things
what
he's done
point
around
does
the
the good
globe.
outweigh the bad.
When you're an athlete,
I think it's way outweighed when-
always hold
Yeah,
it.
it's automatic.
Right.
Yeah.
Nah,
You just gotta not care.
that's like Ray Lewis. He'll never get that thing off of that trial off his back.
That's true.
No matter what he does, people gonna say, yeah, but you was a
And I
murderer.
still, I
was
still
never
say he's
convicted.
guilty.
Never.
That was
Never
my
did it
favorite
all.
part of
Ooh,
Kobe
right.
when he won the case.
I still say he's
Yeah.
guilty.
Ray's not Kobe.
Yeah. Michael Vick, same thing with Vic. People's
Well,
always
I
gone,
said
you
Ray
know.
Lewis been a little more forgiving than Michael Vick.
But you know what? Because the way
been
they did
kissing a little bit more
the way
behind,
they did
too.
Rays was so quick and smooth.
Yeah.
Like it was barely in the
They
media.
made that go away.
And man,
quick. Like let's
it went.
get it over
It
with.
didn't
It's
drag
done, it's
at
gone.
all. And I don't know how they did it.
And Ray Lewis tap dances with him. Mike Vick don't tap dance as much.
Not at all.
Mike Vick, I think he fought his, and that's why his drug out in the media.
I think it's nasty how people just using this for their own platform. We see people on different media outlets using, with tweets and getting suspended, saying some dumb shit about somebody like people's daughter. Like kids died in this, and people taking this as a time to, push their own agenda or bring up some negative shit from the past. That's not even that it's he knows he's wrong. If you've known it and followed it, the Sarday thing. Like, I say that. Like, I ain't gonna get into the case because I don't know the case like that. But
I said to that earlier. There's a fine line between bully and bullied. I said it's frustrating to see folk be mad at someone else for saying something you find offensive. If you also say things other people find offensive and not care. The comment can be true or opinionated, but if you want to stand on it, then stand on it, and it is what it is. So if you want to call Kobe what you want to call him, then stand on it. But don't try to backtrack and say, I know it's just a part of it. Nah, it's not a part of it. It's a time and a place for things.
True.
Yeah.
And so it can be true. But you weren't doing it, in a positive manner at that point in time.
Yeah, I heard some comedian dude thought he was being funny, talking about a rapist got what he had coming to him. Like,
What?
and I actually kind of like to do this, not anymore, but shit like that makes me mad. And like, if I seen him anywhere, I might go to a show of his just to try to act like I want his autograph and punch him in the fucking face.
D, you been in that gym, D.
I have.
You know? That gym get you violent. Word up. I just did like 75
lower
push-ups
the
the other
reps.
day. What? Man, I'm trying to
So,
tell you.
I don't know. It's just that's stuff like that piss me off. That's all.
They gonna retire both numbers, y'all think?
They already retired.
No, like you like for
Yeah,
those
everything with him. He'll have a statue by next year. He's going in the Hall of Fame this summer anyway.
Crazy.
So that's gonna happen real quick.
Never hear his speech.
I heard
Never hear his
said-
speech.
never
He
hear his
probably would
speech.
have one of the best speeches you would have ever heard at the Hall of Fame.
I think Dallas is going to. Dallas said they're going to retire at number 24.
Yeah, they retired.
He'll definitely have a statue outside the Staples Center
Yeah,
by
he was
next
gonna-
Christmas. Like that's gonna happen
It's
real
coming
fast.
faster than it would.
That'll happen real fast.
He was going to get one anyway.
Definitely.
He was going to get one anyway.
He's the best Laker ever.
Is the best Laker
Right or
ever.
wrong, he's the greatest
I'm
Laker
happy
ever.
you got to that.
No,
Over
Period.
Magic. I don't know if I can put him over
yes.
Magic.
Magic was, I don't care what you say. He's the greatest Laker ever.
I don't know if I can go over
He's
Magic.
gonna say
Best
Kareem
Laker
Abdul-Jabbar,
ever.
aren't you?
I will say this: there's a difference between greatest and best.
I say both, regardless, whatever.
No, he's not.
Who
I
is?
think Magic.
I think
Magic
Magic
started
Kobe
to
Bryant's
shine.
the best Laker, but
How?
Magic
Barry
is like.
How?
Nah, I'm not that
You don't know
old.
what
I
Magic
saw
was spreading
Kareem at
in
the
the
end of
80s,
his
90s.
career.
I don't respect that. It's
what
not Magic.
Showtime Magic was
Dude.
doing in basketball was
It
That's-
changed the
that's-
game.
it
That's-
changed exactly.
cool.
It changed the
That's
game.
That's
No,
cool.
no.
What he came in and did is rookie, like he came in and he changed the game.
People say Magic. I understand why. I don't want to get into a whole argument why I don't think it's Magic. It's Shaq.
Shaq. That's so.
That's a good argument.
It's a good argument. It's a great argument, B.
He
That's,
don't get his flowers.
is that a numbers pick?
That's Shaq is a great
Is that a
one.
numbers pick?
I'm
Shaq
going
brought
with the
the beat
most
back.
dominant force the Lakers ever had. That's what I'm going with. The man was scoring 30 points a night easily, 15 rebounds, blocking people's shots. Come on, man. Only thing he couldn't do was shoot
Yo,
free
to
throws.
me, if you want to label somebody as the greatest Laker ever, they should have only played for the Lakers.
No. Well, I
No,
mean,
that I
Why?
he didn't leave on his own. He got
Magic
traded.
did,
He got
so
traded.
Magic
He got
did.
traded. He didn't leave. He got
Hey.
traded.
He-
That's
Then they
different.
go to,
didn't
then
start
they go to
and end as
Shaq
a
and tell him,
Laker.
like, look, we can afford to either pay you or pay Kobe. Kobe was younger. Kobe
Right.
was faster. Kobe could do more. So they.
He was just on the decline. That's all.
Okay, how many years it took after Shaq left the Lakers to win a ring?
Now 3, 4.
How long it took Kobe?
What do you mean? To win a ring after Shaq left?
Yeah,
About 4 years.
that's what I'm
Shout
saying.
out to my brother Tim
So,
out there in Philly.
If you look at the
Yeah, but
situation,
Shaq went to a team that had the same recipe that
Yeah, he had a built.
when
He went to a
when he
built
went
team
to
already. It was
LA.
plug and play.
the
He was
Miami
destined to
don't
get
win that
another
ring
chip.
without him.
But Shaq.
They don't win that ring without him.
He made a hell of a.
They don't win
but
that
he
ring
was
without him.
still plug and play. If you put Shaq especially with down there, Miami, that was a plug
Kobe
and play
had
move.
3
Like,
7-footers to win that ring.
He did.
he had 3
definitely did.
7-footers to win that ring.
That was the game plan for that
Because-
period of time. That's what you needed.
He ain't had no bums with him now.
So I got people
But he also
on.
didn't make his own super team.
I got people on the check
No,
in.
that was a super team.
He didn't have to because he had super
No, that-
GMs.
Come on,
like
man.
they did everything. He did. Kobe didn't have to. He
they
had
did the
super
real work. They
GMs.
built that
Thank you,
thing
CJ.
up.
3
He
All-Stars.
won't take away from his greatness though.
Nah,
but he never played with bums.
nah, never did.
When he did it, he didn't win.
Never did. We got
It's like
CJ.
a lot of people. It's hard to win by yourself.
Who does?
Exactly. That's my point.
Real quick, we
But
got
they expect other people to do it though. Nobody's done it.
we got CJ on the check in. He agrees with D. He said even Magic calls Kobe the greatest Laker ever. Plus Shaq doesn't get 3 straight without Kobe. Hey, we can't deny the truth. I understand. Everyone got their opinion. Shout
Fox wasn't running no
shout out
rings.
to my boy Tim from Philly, holding it down. My LIU fan. Shout out to Wayne and Lauren on the check-in. Shout out to Rashidi on the check-in. RIH Kobe, man. Look, this was something. Shout out to Terry, Tiffany, everybody else on the check-in. Look, man, this is one we seen him come up. Seen him be a star when he first came in the league. Seen him date Brandy, which was major when Moesha was like heavy out there. Like he was the epitome of star and didn't lose it.
He
He
did it
kept
all.
his
Dunk
focus.
contest.
Dunk contest. He kept his focus, and he came at a young age when he should have been on drugs. He should have been out the league in 2 years, 3 years, and messed up because he couldn't handle the pressure. That's what was supposed to happen.
Nah, he wasn't been raised like
And
that.
he wasn't built like that. He was built with such a focus of dominance and I will not lose type mentality.
Mamba mentality.
That
said-
Mamba mentality.
They said a lot of that came from his father.
He grew up definitely in a
It's
tight
His
upbringing.
father was a military man too, I believe.
Nah, he was a professional basketball player.
But I think you
Out in
maybe
in
his father
Europe.
was raised by a
Yeah,
military
but he was
man.
his father
But he
played
was
ball
he,
out in
he was
Europe.
strict.
That's why he
And
grew
he's-
up in Europe.
And they say he wanted to be a Laker ever since he was a little kid. He used to have tapes, VHS tapes he would watch in Italy of Magic and all them, the Showtime Lakers. It's just funny how, you know, what he wanted to be as a kid.
Listen,
He became it.
I know you saw the clip when he started talking smack to Luka on the court in Luka's native tongue. Like nobody else in the league,
Nobody else
nobody
doing
else
that.
in the league
Yeah.
can do that.
Man.
Like, he different.
Yo, he
Boy,
I saw
boy.
that one.
He
That
different.
was different. That
My
definitely
favorite.
was different.
But that's a sign of a leader.
You know, every basketball player wants to be a rapper. If this was the one embellishment on his career, was Kobe.
Why all the rappers? Why all the basketball player rappers? They never come out with a compilation album.
Yo, maybe that would
Shaq,
that would have been
Chris Webber,
good. That would have been
Kobe.
That'd be
good.
insane.
That would have been good.
Dame
Dame-
Lillard wasn't around at the time. Like
Yeah.
He was a little
Cedric
too young.
Sabalas.
he rapped
Cedric.
too, right? He
Yeah.
did rap.
Cedric, yes he did. AI, we can't forget AI.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
yeah.
should've came
We
out
can't
with an
forget
album
AI.
together.
Damian Lillard fire.
Damian Lillard can spit.
He got bars.
Yo,
He's been an official
shout
rap
shout out to
battle with a
Andre,
rapper.
shout out to Tiff, shout out to everybody on the check-in.
Who was the battle?
If Kobe stayed in Charlotte before we get off Kobe, wouldn't have been the same.
Who
Charlotte would not have put those pieces together that they needed, like LA did.
He went to the right place.
Did they have Alonzo Mourning at the time?
Nah, I think he was in
Even if
Miami.
They did have him.
He wasn't in Miami. I think he was in Miami at that time.
Yeah.
9-6, 9-7.
Brian just put his post up.
What Brown talking about? I thought you was ready.
You
I
gotta
thought
be able to
you was
improvise,
ready.
TJ.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? LeBron put his post up.
He
That's
getting
my little big
emotional
brother.
right
Come
now.
on, man.
Looking
That's
at it. He
family
getting
right there.
emotional.
his
He got to give him a
prepositional
minute to
phrases
read it.
right.
I ain't ready.
Yo, where Kobe laying in shoes before we get off Kobe? As far as sneakers, was he the top, one of the top?
Well, he
I
started
don't know.
off
He
with the
could, I mean,
Adidas.
them
The
Adidas that look like spaceships,
No.
man.
I did not like them Adidas.
Kind of hurt
And I'm
him.
Adidas guy.
But
His Nike rebrand was something serious.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Nike-
I was actually
Nike
just looking at a
switched them up.
pair. I don't remember what there was on Go. I was looking at them last week. It was going to be $150.
Yeah.
I looked at them yesterday. It was like $400 for these sneakers.
Oh yeah, the sneaker
That
market
fast.
is nasty right now.
Sneaker market going crazy for
That
the Kobe.
fast. They went to
Again for
$400.
He
I
did.
said, I said,
He
these
did.
ain't happening right now.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you what.
The ranking of his shoes, I'm like, just sports.
Yeah,
shoes?
just sports shoe. When it came out, it's going. Yo, another last one I want. Yo, who does this? He was 3-time NBA champion, and then he goes plays at the Rucker. When Rucker basketball, A&1 basketball was at its peak, he went to play
And killed.
just to show y'all.
And killed.
Y'all, I know y'all see me every day.
I remember
Y'all
trying
can't
to go.
beat me.
I remember we couldn't even get close to Rucker around
At
that
that- at
time.
the t- yo, it was
We couldn't get
crazy.
Close to Rucker around that time.
It's crazy, like you know,
Yeah.
man. Shout out to the Black Mamba.
His confidence was ridiculous. Yo.
I don't know what kind of beard this is right here with this guy that looks kind of crazy with the cartoon, you know. But we're gonna continue talking about him. We saluting Kobe Bryant tonight, cause man, he put on one hell of a show in his lifetime.
They
So,
debate which Kobe was better, 8 or 24 Kobe.
I don't know.
Their numbers was the
They
same.
stats was pretty much identical.
Yeah, the numbers was the same.
Well, I'm just saying.
It was
that
balanced.
There's like you said, there's moments now. They got to go with the moments. Not
say 24,
Not so
'cause
much the
that's my favorite
stats.
number.
You got to go with the moments now.
Man.
What moments did he have better moments in the 8 or the 24?
Shout out
'Cause his
to
numbers
Mac.
is definitely the equal.
Well, I gotta give it to 24 because that's when he tore his Achilles, and I think that's my favorite moment for Kobe. So I gotta go 24.
I like the 8 Kobe. I think I'm gonna go with the 8. Kobe.
We got brother Mal. Shout out to Mal on the check-in from Shirts and Stuff. You know,
Stuff.
my good man's right there. So I think this may have been the single most tragic death for a celebrity in history. This is one of them.
Definitely
man.
one of them.
You know, it's a lot of stuff we could talk about. We're gonna talk about some more, but yo, this is
We was just celebrating them. Like,
we
yeah.
just was.
I don't know. That's true. I get that. I think that.
Yeah.
Celebrating.
I think it's this is like for athlete. This is the first athlete. This is what I mean. Like we've had other celebrities that was bigger than
Like
him.
Benji.
Yeah, but this was.
We had Michael Jackson go. You know that was
But for
big.
athlete, you're right,
We
big.
had
Like,
Prince go recently. That was big. You know, this was the athlete though. We haven't had an athlete go.
me and Kobe.
And
had
we
the
look at
same throw.
athletes differently. We look at them like they got superpowers.
Absolutely.
When they're at this elite level.
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen Lamar Odom post.
I
You
did.
know, this is an elite level athlete. You thinking, it's like it's like watching a comic. You said Wolverine died. Oh, they'll bring him back in the next episode.
Yeah, like nah.
It ain't
you
really
figure this out.
right. It ain't really going down. My daughter told me, they're looking at me like, "Did you hear?" I'm like, my mind never went to that.
I couldn't.
It went to something different. I'm like, no, not. I'm thinking it's like, oh, no, not again. On some other level, but it was not. Now that was definitely the last thing I thought about. That was
Man.
crazy.
I just couldn't imagine having a kid that loves basketball and loves Kobe and having to explain that to the kid. I couldn't imagine, man.
Yeah, I told my son, and his reaction was like, like I think these kids are jaded with death.
Wow.
You mean
These kids, they're here.
get desensitized?
Yeah, they're jaded with the fact that they're expecting things to happen like this. And when I said it to him, he said every year somebody famous is dead.
Yeah, look at the artist.
He said it just like that.
Just like that. He said, well, he said people still just getting over Nipsey. He's 9.
Wow.
He said people just talking about Nipsey still. And
Unfortunately,
look
I
at
think that's
now
just,
Kobe.
that's one of the things that I think social media, we get so oversaturated with it, whether
Right.
it be celebrity,
Yeah.
whether it be just regular people, you know, the Freddie Grays, the Mike Brown, you know,
Mm-hmm.
we're just so oversaturated with it that it becomes, okay, another one.
Right.
You know,
That's
it's
his-
unfortunate
and-
that it gets to that point.
And when
now
he
where
said
it's
it,
just
I'm like, whoa.
But also, when you get so connected to those people because of social media.
Right.
So that's why it impacts a lot harder.
Yeah.
But you also do get desensitized because you hear you're pumped with nothing but bad news.
Right. And that's,
Yeah.
like I said, for him to take that type of reaction, I know. I mean, overheard him, you know, hit one of his friends up. So I overheard him talking about it, like, man, Kobe, like, you heard that? Like, it hurt him, but it was like, damn, man, like, this is what who's next?
Yeah.
Like, that's the mentality he had. Like, all right, well, who's next? Because this is what happens all the time, I guess. And I'm like, wow, if you look at it like he's looking at it from his eyes, it's true. It seems that way.
It's
You know,
We-
it really seeming that way.
that's crazy.
Crazy.
It's crazy. We're not gonna we're gonna get off Kobe for a second
Yeah.
and transit because we could talk all night about
Well,
Kobe.
you know that-
We
I mean,
definitely
It's
can.
been like 30 minutes.
Yeah, that's what
out of
it's been like 30.
out of
Then you say
respect.
you wanted 20, and out of respect,
Out of
and I'm like,
respect. Because
yo, man.
at the end of the day, when you start thinking about the other topic, everybody's thinking about their own mortality at this particular point. in time.
Nah, for real.
It makes you reflect on your own life and your own family,
And it makes you want to
Yeah.
capitalize, not just capitalize,
And, you know,
put the best of your power in your focus on what you want to achieve in life. That's one thing Kobe did. He definitely he said, no, I'm gonna get this, I'm gonna get that, and that's what we
it made
gonna
me
do.
appreciate the now.
It makes you appreciate
more.
it now. I'm gonna tell you what I didn't appreciate this weekend. I didn't appreciate not getting my invitation to the Rock Nation brunch, man. I didn't get. Did y'all get y'all? I checked my Gmail. I checked both Gmail accounts. Yo,
Vivis a rock.
they had the Rock Nation brunch this past
It
weekend.
was crazy because for a split second I couldn't tell if that was Mike Bivens or Raekwon.
Or West Side.
This West Side Gun right there. Yo, I ain't get. He said, yo, I ain't know it was Mike Bivens. I didn't know it was.
That's
Yo,
the
I'm
fly
not
guy.
appreciating.
Mike Bivens.
I had to look twice. I'm like, wait a minute, that Raekwon?
Yo,
Get that right,
Or is
man.
that Bivens? Which one is
I ain't
it?
appreciate
Zelda
that.
out here,
With
man.
Zelda.
With
That's
Zelda.
the fly guy.
You know, I didn't appreciate not getting, you know, my invitation. I see got the fly guy right there.
Yeah,
got Benny.
Westside put that
What?
Bel-Air away. He's fucking with Jay now, huh?
Yo, he don't. But he was talking about how he got Rock Nation Management
Yes.
and then signed with M on that joint venture. Got Benny in the background. Then you got my man. You got Conway.
Oh, they was all getting their pictures.
Everybody
It was all
getting
in
their
there.
pictures on.
It was in there.
Conway was in the building. You got Rihanna right there. You know when you next to Rihanna, you made it. You made it.
Where's his
That's another
hand?
level.
I see.
Where's his
We're
left
both
hand
as
at?
nasty. Is it on the buns?
That's why she looking like ooh, let's ooh.
Yeah, you crazy. He like, I got the heat on me. It don't matter. Buffalo, stand up, man. Yo, I didn't get my invite. I'm kind of feeling some type of way, but you know, it's all good, man. It's another hip hop moment. This
What Jose color that was?
What is this? I was
Wow.
Mauve.
Mauve.
Mauve?
Because it's
With a U?
marvelous.
Marvelous.
Mauve, because it's
That was-
marvelous.
Yo, you know we all about the hairstyles. Are y'all really feeling this?
I had an
this-
argument. I don't know. I had an
I've
argument
been-
with somebody
The
that's
Basquiat's.
not all Jay-Z's hair.
You think? Yo, he got the Lauryn Hill.
He said Lauryn Hill.
Lauryn Hill had the weave and Erykah Badu. They had the.
I don't know.
What?
I'm
Oh yeah,
hearing-
I thought
Erykah had
Lawrence
the
was
fake.
legit.
No, yo,
No, Erykah
no,
was not legit.
No, it wasn't. I'm sorry if I hurt y'all.
Nah, that Erica's not legit.
Erica's was fugazi.
You
I
just
can't-
stole
I-
a piece of my soul right now.
Yo,
Yeah.
you see the way the women have.
Oh.
You see the way women have the whatchamacallits now. The kinky twist is what they call faux locks.
Oh, that she been doing that.
She
then.
had the faux locks back then. What up? What something on my bed? Let's pull it down. Beards and bald heads. Oh man, yo, they be tripping.
He must be a Riley Cooper
Really
fan.
have time to do that? That shit crazy.
Yo, you
He
said
must
did
be
he?
a
Have,
Riley Cooper fan.
you said did they have time? Yeah, I don't know. They be bugging over here.
Yeah, like, you really got time to do that?
You mean one? No. We all just I'm sorry y'all for the quick one too. We just got to make sure everything is going on. Yeah, but like I said, TJ one time, just make sure we good. If y'all didn't hear TJ, pardon for the quick one too. Like I said, I ain't get my my invitation. Feel some type of way. Everybody's looking real good. One quick shout on what up, Uncle Craig? What up, to Keisha? Said the only thing that's guaranteed in life would die, and you look at Kobe's life, and he did what made him happy. Make sure that the dash between your born date and your end date means something. Absolutely.
Real
Tim,
talk.
You live and you die in between.
shout
you
out
might
to
as well
Tim.
live.
Shout out to Tim on that one. One way that people living out here forever is through their music. And somebody who talks about the music all the time, Justin, you got the I Do It For Hip Hop podcast.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
You salute these artists right here. You talk about hip hop all the time. You got a little passion for it.
Yeah.
You got a passion. You got love. You like this guy right here?
True light, yo. I need a I'm gonna just say, yo. I'm tired of listening to Thriller's Gone.
You need some new music?
I need some new music. I've been listening to Thriller's Gone, bruh. If it was a CD, it wouldn't play no more. Like, I need some new
That's
material.
that work. That's that heat. And you know he's sitting on like 100 tracks.
I believe he probably sitting on probably more than that.
Yeah, he
Where the
has
work
the
at?
work. The Insecure. Yeah, that's do you hear the Insecure?
Bro, what's good? Why?
He playing games over here.
Bruh.
He playing games.
It's not about me right now.
You can
Oh, is that
you can send me the material. I do it for hiphop1 at yahoo.com. Send it to me. We'll talk about it on the show. We're gonna chop it down. We're gonna break it down. We're gonna have you on. Come on, son.
He be playing games.
I need this material.
He playing
I
games.
need this
He
material.
be playing games. But it's not just about him, as he said. It's about you. It's about you. It's about I Do It For Hip Hop podcast.
Yeah, I do it for hip hop podcast. Man, I go by Great Pharaoh on there. Sarcastic Criminal, Hip Hop King of the North, 3-Eyed Raven of Rhyme. My co-host Bug Bentley, the Bentley driving extraordinaire, Mumbling Mushroom. He's the CEO of Co-Elephant, coelephant.net. And it was just born
Hold
from.
up, yo, you get a point just for that intro right there. Like, yo, did he just kill it?
Yo, that's
That's how it
that's
is.
every
That was-
show,
that was-
man.
that was-
That's why my head popped up. He's
That's-
media trained.
That's
Like,
every
that's a
show,
ball
man.
right
We gotta
there.
do that.
By
That's
itself.
practice, though. That's
He was
practice.
dropping the Game of Thrones.
Just,
shit.
yo,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
I didn't know. Y'all knew it. I don't know the Game of Thrones. My fault.
He's
Just-
a-
yo,
yeah, yeah.
How did the whole creation start with?
Well, it started, me and Bug, and then when we first started the show, my little brother Soul was on there. But we had to part ways, just life stuff.
It
We had
happens.
to part ways
It
there.
happens.
So now it's just me and Bug. But we started off because every Friday, music drops.
Absolutely.
And we get in the cars, we get in the whips going home, and we be on the phone talking like, yo, did you listen to this album? Yo, did you listen? And we be talking for like an hour and a half, 2 hours on music in general. And then we got hit up. We used to listen to this one podcast, Black Astronauts podcast from the Black Astronauts Podcast Network. Shout out to them. And they put out a call. They was looking at one of the dudes, Aaron. He owned it, and he was looking to expand his network. And he was like, "Yo, why don't you guys record a show?" You know, we came up to him with a proposal what we wanted to do. Because I hit a book. I was like, "Dude, we talk about this for an hour and a half, 2 hours every day or every week. Let's put it on. Let's put it on. You know, let's put it digital and send it out. See what happens." Old boy Aaron, he listened to it. We recorded like 2 or 3 episodes. He listened to it, and he was like, "Yo, y'all good. I don't want." He was like, "Just put it out there." I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Just put it out there and see what, just see what happens." So, and that's where it started. Boom. Like I said, shout out to Aaron. I do it for Black Astronauts Podcast, because if it wasn't for him, we probably would have never did it. We'd still be talking on the phone about music, driving home every day from work.
What feel do you get every time that y'all record together?
It's funny. I still get nervous every time.
Yeah,
I still get nervous every time. It's weird, but we still get nervous in the beginning. But then once the intro, I play the intro music, and then once I go right into the intro, what it is, what it is. You know what it is. I do it for Hip Hop Podcast. And then I do the hashtags and audience. And then by the time I'm done, and I ask Boog, what's been going on, what's he been listening to. It's just like smooth sailing. It's just chopping it up with my boy.
So that's the premise is basically previewing.
Yeah, well, it comes out on Friday. We listen to it over the weekend. Tuesday, we talking about all the albums that we see on iTunes, some stuff SoundCloud, Spotify, stuff that people send us. We want people to send us their music. If they want us to critique it, give them a platform too. They can send that to us through the email I do for hiphop1@yahoo.com. You know what I mean? And
do I do like recommendations too? Y'all recommend?
One of the main things closing out a show, I always tell people, remember, music is subjective and is subject to criticism. So be prepared to have you criticized. And we'll tell whether you local, whether you
just local,
whether you Jay-Z, I'll say, yo, I think that shit is trash.
You got anybody that has submitted some
dope.
of their music, get at y'all that y'all might have had to critique? Anybody trying to like?
It's just one. I can't even pronounce their name. I'm trying, because it's a lot of. I get a lot of not calls, but emails and link ups from people that I've gotten Germany, I've gotten Sweden, I've gotten France, I've gotten like Canada, but like not like cross over the border. I'm talking like Canada,
Vancouver,
like, it's like
Quebec.
It's like I gotta actually it's like I have to fly there, Canada. Like it's like, but some of the
Greyhound will take you.
Yeah,
there.
it's like a lot of the music is dope. But they're like, oh, I'm doing an open mic. I'm doing a show in 3 days. You should come. Oh, where's it at? Oh, it's in L.A. It's, I can't get to L.A. It's like I do this like.
It's like, well, my fee is
hustle.
no. It's like, my fee is such and such. And
it's like I would love to do, but sometimes it's like I still work. I still average like 50 to 60 hours a week at my day job. So it's just like
you making that money.
I can't just.
Podcast.
I can't just up and dip.
Start an LLC.
Y'all see the bling?
Start an LLC.
Y'all see that bling though?
Come on.
Start an LLC.
No,
expenses for your
hey,
podcast
Debo ain't riding over here.
write-off.
Debo ain't riding over. Don't you gotta tuck that chain in? I'm looking at the bling. I'm like, he got that money. He said 50, 60 hours a week.
I work hard, man. As long as my kids is fed, man, I'm gonna have
That's what
to.
I'm talking about.
Kids is fed. They got a roof over their head. Their clothes is nice.
Blow your podcast up, make it an LLC, so that way you.
You
can get out there.
We got a lot of
those flights and shit.
We got a lot of stuff coming.
Yo,
2020.
Here's my fee. Pay for me to come out there.
Yeah, 2020. When we sat down, me and Bug, we sat down at the end of last year and we said, well, what's the goals for 2020? And the first thing we both said was monetization.
Where's Bug tonight?
Bug lives in ATL. He's from Piscataway originally, but he lives in ATL. So like I said, we looking to start branching out, doing more like I said, live events. We did South by Southwest for artist Nightshine. He did a new artist spotlight showcase, and we did that. And I really like that vibe, just being out amongst the people and doing that. And I said we want to start expanding, covering more events and stuff like that. He's in the ATL area, so any artists out there that got something going on, please hit us up on the email again. I do it for hiphop1@yahoo.com. I can cover the Eastern Seaboard. I'm a driver. I let it drive. I hop in the truck.
Nice.
And I'll go.
I got a question. Other week Barry was talking about like why is it not the duos anymore? We don't have like the Outkast. Really, I heard Run DMC got busy last night at the Grammys for those who watched the Grammys.
Yeah,
but we really don't have the duos anymore as far as mainstream. I think like the last one, maybe like a Ray Smurda or whatever. I don't remember any new ones, but you're more in tune with the music. With the independent circuit, is it duos still coming out, or is it more just single artists?
I mean, you can still find. You could definitely still find duos.
Talk about it again. Talk about it again one more time, T.
Swink and King Draft.
No doubt.
Yeah.
When the playing field's finest, go on getting busy out there.
You can still find duos all over. You go on SoundCloud, you can find anything. Like that's the main thing. You can find anything, especially like I said, platforms like SoundCloud. But I think for me, the biggest thing when I look at duos, it's like especially in the industry. Like look at Ray Shremmerd,
Yeah.
Right.
Sway Lee,
Yeah.
his brother, kind
Yeah.
of just in the chat like that. Somebody usually nowadays in duos, there's somebody who's
outlier.
You know, they're just
always gonna be that.
and it's always, and now the industry wants
get a point
to
for
me,
outlier.
they want that star.
I mean, it's Jadakiss. I mean, think about it.
Yeah,
Although he doesn't make the best music in the group, but
And Styles,
Yeah,
I
but
don't
you
think
know,
Styles
but
wanted
he
like
has that
that.
star
It's-
power compared to everybody else in the
it's-
box.
I don't
He
think
was
Yeah, but
Styles wanted
it's
like
some,
that,
it's
though,
some,
T.
it's sometimes when you separate that star from, I don't know, what would you call the support person? That star don't shine as bright. I mean, because I look at, we talked about it earlier, EPMD.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you could toss it up, but who you thought was the guy of that group?
Yeah.
Every Sermon was the original as far as the voice, but lyrically,
Paris was.
But see, but that's
drop some
also
crazy
body.
bars. You don't.
that's also
you
old
can't-
school. We talking about
But-
like
but that
now.
was
I think the
more
industry
recognizable
is easier to just grab the single.
I'm just saying, but say for instance now,
and
say
prop
like,
'em
I
up.
see Little Baby and Baby seeming to be linking. I don't know if that's because of the names, but they performing together. They're doing shows
Yeah.
together,
let's roll a little baby and done it.
and it seemed like they.
That's because you can
they
flip that
trying to
whole
link
baby
each
on
other.
baby thing marketing
Right,
wise.
so
to
so
go
I'm
to
saying
another
Get the
level,
A&R hat
so.
out, baby on baby with the collab.
No, they got a
album.
show.
I see you right.
They got a show coming out. They doing the show together.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, maybe they're thinking about, okay, we both can hold our own because we've seen it happen. It had, you know, with the different genre was with Jay-Z and R. Kelly, it didn't match, even though they were equal in their genre as far as being number one.
Or the
But
Best
that
of
would have
Both
been a
Worlds
great,
tour.
yeah, that would have great duo
Dirty
situation.
Money
You
was
see,
fired.
That was the greatest show I've
Dirty
ever been
Money was
to.
fire.
you see Kanye and
My
Jay
soul,
Z
that was my
try to
favorite.
do an album.
They didn't try. They did that.
Right,
Watch
but
the Throne was amazing.
Exactly. So I think it could happen. So, but like you said, why you think?
But see, what
mega
you're,
guys
but
can't
what you're talking
keep
about,
doing
you're
it?
talking about two independent artists that come together
Rich Gang was dope.
rather than a group
Smiles
that
and
comes
and
up
South
from
Star.
the dirt
Right.
and then gets on
Right.
and stays on together.
It is different with two established people.
Yeah.
It's like dreaming. It's like forming a dream team.
Because it's sort of it's like basically you forming super
I've been
teams.
thinking
I'm
for the
already
past
here.
I
five
I'm
think
already
people
on.
want to.
Duo.
I think
I can't
people
think
like
of
to
it.
see it though. I think
Yeah,
people
people
still
wanna
like
see that.
seeing that, but I don't see
I
it
think
happening.
that's what people would rather see nowadays, rather than
Yeah.
The
you know,
duos
the
now
duos
come
coming
from
up.
artists who are already established.
Yeah,
and,
they team
and
up.
coming together like Jadakiss
mean,
and
but
Styles,
Meth and Red
like
was like
Drake and Future.
No doubt.
They
Even
were
Meth
like
and
that,
Red.
but they
They
were
don't
in-
have a group.
But
They-
I don't think we
individual
consider
first,
them.
though.
Red and Meth.
I don't think we
Huh?
consider them.
I thought that was just the name of the
I thought
album.
the name of the album. Yeah, we don't consider
That's
them
just
as
Red
a
and Meth.
group.
It's not a Smith and Wesson or a Cocoa Brothers.
Even like the Smith and Wesson Cocoa Brothers, they came from like the Duck Down and the Boot Camp clique. Is
Smith
having
and
a
Wesson
is
Cocoa Brothers.
is having no I'm with you. We there. Having a clique, is it still beneficial nowadays? And with rap, like how you had the ASAP Mob, you got
It's only
Dungeon
beneficial
Family,
if
yeah,
your
Wu
shit
Tang.
is
Like
efficient.
is it still power in having a big movement amongst?
I think because that's
Yeah, and
that's
that's
what
what
that movement creates the wave that
But they
everybody
got
can
their
start
own
feeding
little
off.
wave.
But
Right?
that's my question. I wonder why it ever died off because I always felt like it was good for the game.
But
Personally.
you have to split more money.
I get it, but
That's the other big thing, yeah.
But the money's a lot better than it was.
Yeah, but the deals aren't necessarily.
I mean,
The deals definitely are because the people got to do shows to get money now.
But what about the promotion? Like having the big family, the big crew, does that bring in more money to everybody? Because this is my favorite right here. I like Benny. I like Conway. I like West Side.
Listen,
I'll say look at
if it
Griselda
worked-
right now.
if it
They
worked,
all
there
over
would be
the place.
10
to me
Wu
right
Tang
now.
albums.
I
That,
think,
and that's why I proposed
If it
this
worked,
question
there would be
because
10 Wu-Tang albums
it doesn't
instead
work
of
for everybody, but for
3
some it does.
And two that only
you
two
know
that
why?
you've heard.
Because you don't have guys willing
But-
to get paid what they're actually worth.
Wu Tang, I think, is a very
the
unique
problem.
anomaly where you have that
So you
many
think?
dudes in a group, and all of them have solo power.
Except you got.
Except you, Golden Arms.
Yeah, but
My fault. I didn't know if you on your show next week. My fault. You know what I'm saying? Like, my bad.
No, I wasn't expecting. You to
No
say
doubt.
that.
Yeah,
But I said
look.
Wu-Tang, I think, is a very rare case where all of them could be solo, never come back together to do a Wu-Tang album.
No doubt.
And all maintain. Everybody eats. Everybody's good. Everybody's families is good.
Some of them need that group.
I think a lot of them needed
Yeah?
at least
Like
some
Ralph-
cameos.
I think about it, like, Ralph Tresvant and them, like they
Oh, like that, yeah.
They needed the group.
But we talking about rap, man.
We talking about rap, but yeah,
Rap.
with New
Nah, I
but
ain't
they
the
were
same.
smart. They
That's
got
the
the
singer.
Velvet DeVoe. They knew they couldn't carry
They
couldn't
crooning.
carry solo career, so they got together and they formed a completely different group. And they changed. I think they changed really what how R&B was going. It was raunchy. It was raw.
That's Jodeci.
No, it was Velvet DeVoe too.
Well, yeah.
No, I think we.
I think together they like as a collect. That's where they all kind of moved R&B music into that direction, along with the Jodeci's and all that kind of stuff. That New Jack Swing area was different.
Yeah, Tay Riley, big time. I said
No
that
doubt.
it was definitely. I said that's my only question was like, I get it. You might not want to come up with a person from the scratch like back in the day, but I still think that groups or crews, not so much 50, 60 people, this being exaggerated, but a duo or maybe a 3-man group, I think that's good for entertainment.
I think
so.
I also think another thing for in today's generation,
with females.
jealousy's too. Cats get jealous real easy.
I see.
If they see it's like, oh, I see you shining. You know what I
I
mean?
see.
But what did Neil say? I hate to. It's like I like to see you shine, but not if your shine is outshining mine.
Who said that?
Neo. I think
Y'all,
that was on
they-
Cracks and Mr. Perfect.
Yo, they talking a lot about these crooners out here. We got Neo. I'm
I was
really-
still thinking of the last duo that I could think
on my arm,
of.
man. I love R&B music, man.
No, excuse me.
I think all of the groups broke up for jealousy.
Yeah, I think that's one of the main things.
Thought it was me.
Not the Yin Yang twins.
Yin Yang.
But
Was they going? But what are they doing solo? Name another song other than like what they topped it, other than like the Whisper song.
Listen.
Oh, ski.
And that Lil Jon song.
That was that one.
That's Lil Jon song.
Did y'all-
Exactly.
Did
Name
y'all
another Yin
see?
Yang twin
Y'all
song.
see Lil Jon on a Hip Hop Evolution?
Whisper.
nah, man.
I gotta watch that. I just downloaded that
Right.
joint
Bruh.
on Netflix. I gotta get on that.
There's a lot of those to get through.
Yo,
Yeah, Hip Hop Evolution is.
Yeah, I watched a lot.
last-
I sit down with
I think
that
season
with
4
the
is
the
latest.
notepad.
season.
That he wanted
I'm on season 1 right
to.
now.
I think he was
I'm
recapping on
yo,
season 4.
That season 4.
It was pretty dope.
That
I just
Hip
told
Hop
I
Evolution.
told D I had to go back and I watched it once.
You gotta rewatch the
I
whole
watched
thing.
the whole thing
every time.
again.
Yeah.
I have to. Because I know I ain't catch it.
Yeah,
yo,
that's it.
that one of the segments that made me like, whoa, was the KRS-One segment. That sparked. That
KRS-One,
sparked
yeah,
a
that's
lot
OG
of
right there.
memories of me being in like elementary school when
Well, I think this latest
Hearing
season, a
about
lot of this is about
BDP.
like super producers and
Super producers.
territorial. I don't know.
Talking about the regional from New Orleans. When the way they touched New
That's
Orleans.
where they started.
I gotta get down there.
Man,
With the
yo,
funerals, like I started that and then I went back to once.
that one right there.
You can watch it. You can watch it in whatever order.
Because it don't matter. The numbers-
doesn't
they don't
flow
feed into
in a-
one
in a
another.
progressive-
Nah.
Yeah, you can watch it.
yo,
the last
the
one I
mix-
saw was Ghetto Boys.
Yo,
Watch the Ghetto
if
Boys.
y'all get a chance, definitely watch that Hip Hop Evolution. One of the big things they were talking about, they had one on mixtapes, and one of the DJs were talking about I don't know if it was drama. They talked about the drama situation.
and Cannon.
They said Cannon. They said when it came to mixtapes, it was almost like before 50 and after 50. How 50
Yeah.
changed the mixtape game.
Oh hell yeah!
What's your take on when it comes to mixtapes right now?
Hold on, I'll say this. Dipset them don't get their credit.
No, they talked about Dipset too. They talked about Dipset. They talked about Wayne. They definitely talked about it. But the way 50 did it,
Because both of them started at the same time with the mixtape.
oh,
50 and Dipset.
Fifth was before Dipset. Fifth was like a year, 6 months before. He was like 6 months before. I was there.
I was there.
He was.
I was there.
I was
I was in
I
New
second
York.
that motion
I was in New York. I was in New York. I know what's bumping out them cars in New York.
I'm walking from that.
Yeah,
Nah, but
I remember when
I'm,
Dipset came. They came hard, but pause. But
Nasty man.
but 50 touched right before Dipset. Right before. They was right around the same time. But when it came to that mixtape game, 50 is the one who changed the mixtape. How do you feel about the mixtapes right now?
I like mixtapes. For me, I like mixtapes that aren't necessarily original music. I like mixtapes where you're taking, like what Wayne still does, where he spits on all the hottest
Jacking your
records that
beat,
are
no
out.
doubt.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
for me, that's a mixtape. Yeah, you can have 1 or 2 original records, but I want to hear you get on, okay, that record is hot, I need to spit on that.
So outside of that form of mixtape, what about the Fab shit?
That shit's hot.
Like what,
Fab
like
is
Summertime
cool.
Shootout 3?
Summertime
Fab done
Shootout.
changed the game too.
Summertime Shootout 1 and 2,
Funeral Music.
amazing.
The Soul
Tape.
Tape.
Soul Tapes,
Fab changed the
amazing.
game.
Summertime
All that's
Shootout 3,
all that's basically original
garbage.
music. Which one was it?
Summertime Shootout 3 is garbage.
Oh,
I don't care what anybody
that's
says.
different though.
I think it's
he released
terrible.
that differently. That's
The last one?
different. Yeah,
I like the last one.
And that just
that's different.
that
though,
just
Josh.
hurt something
Just-
in me
that's
because I was
different.
so excited to get that joint, and when I listened to it, I'm like, "What? I knew that
That's a
Summertime
release.
Shootout 3
That's
was
a
going to be
release
it was a
album.
release."
That's a more release. That's like Tory Lanez with the Chicks Tape 5. That both
Phenomenal.
of those,
That's my
both
top
of
album for
those
2019,
are
by
kind
the
of
way.
off
Chicks
of the,
Tape?
you're not gonna find those on that Piff. I'm talking about the shit you're gonna find on that Piff and
On
other
that
stuff
Piff,
like
yeah.
that. You know that last Summertime Shootout.
That was a little too,
Chicks Tape,
and I felt like it was too
That
I
was
give you
too-
that
that
because I
was
felt
too
like it was mixtape
mainstream
vibe,
guy.
but it was too structured. It was too put together.
Fab ain't
and-
put out a real album in how long? He needed to get one out. That was it.
Albums are mixtapes now.
Young OG, was that a real album? Was that straight?
yeah, and that's
mixtape?
the other. That's my
was
other
the last
problem. If I go on, I could go on my iTunes right now, and I can plug in something. I'm thinking I'm getting an album, but the platforms are so blurred. Like I used to know, I would go on that Piff or what is Spinnerella or something like that, and I'm getting mixtapes. But now if I go on iTunes, I can bring up a lot of that same material. It's like what's what nowadays. It's just about artists. I need to get paid. I need to put it everywhere.
You ever been on Mix Hub?
Mix Hub? Nah, I never do Mix Hub. That's a good one. I'm
Yeah, it's a good one.
gonna check that one out.
I got a question. We're gonna get off this real quick. We're gonna get right back to the music. You on Beards and Baldheads,
Biz and Ballheads.
and
Got ball head.
you got a
Oh, we
bald
got
head.
both.
You got
There
a
we
bald
go.
head.
Biz and ball head.
You got a beard and a bald head. But at one time, you was looking like this right here. You had that fresh line.
Wow, he took it back.
You had this fresh line right here. You look real confident. I don't know if you're sticking up the middle finger. I don't know what you're doing.
That fresh line was actually the Beijing.
That was that Beijing.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think I was home for home from college break with that. I think I was when it was fading, and I was in denial.
Where'd you go to school?
I went to a school in Virginia Union University.
Virginia Union. Shout out to Virginia Union.
No doubt.
That's what
my
that's
sister
what
went
you was
there.
at, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So,
and my cousin, yeah.
No, man, it's always a family affair.
That's
Family
Anthony
affair.
Mason's school, right?
Yes.
Drove
Quan,
to
shout out to
Virginia
Quan.
get to my
Yo,
school, so.
yo, man, shout out to Virginia Union. Shout out to the whole fam. You know what I
Been
mean?
down
G was
there.
supposed to be here tonight. G
I
probably
went to school in North Carolina. You probably
That's
heard
what I'm
of
saying.
us
Probably had to
before.
work.
We got the greatest homecoming on earth.
G-Ho. G-Ho. I ain't even been there. Yo, T, you see how you put that plug in there? I think we all need, we all need to go to G-Ho next year. I think
Yo,
we have to do
It's
it.
Halloween weekend this year.
I
so
think we
if
have
you
to do
It's
it.
gonna be fuck.
I'm gonna be in
crazy.
shape. I'm gonna be in shape. I'm gonna make sure I have a sitter. And we're gonna be there in the building. T, you coming? T, you coming?
Homecomings are
Beards
nice,
and Ballheads, we gotta be
You
at
get the
G-Ho
suite. It's October 31st.
this year. October
Bring your
31st.
costumes.
And I'm gonna have my costume. I'm gonna be True Lies, flyest guy on earth. That's what I'm gonna be.
That's a hard bar, man.
That's a hard one. I'm looking at every one of his
Every time-
Instagram
yo,
pages.
every-
You're gonna have to
Every
go to
time I
storage.
pick up a new
to
pair
get
of
some
sneakers,
I'ma go to
and
his
my wife
storage.
gets mad.
Storage.
I just blame
That's just
him.
the fly shit I heard all week. Like you got gear at
Yo,
storage.
he's
You gotta
like,
go
yo.
rotate your gear at storage. Like good lord.
Yo,
I said every time I pick
I
up a
just
new
pulled
pair of
bins out
sneakers,
the
I just point to.
It be him.
I'm like, yo, it's all his fault, yo. He's
it's him. You looking real fresh too. I see them whites
I'm
right
late
there.
in the game, man. I'm trying to catch up to True Lies over here.
Yeah, those I got those in gold. I like
You got gold.
He just said, yo, I got the Wizard of Oz, man.
Yeah,
I
that
dipped
was
mine in
Bury
gold,
me in
man.
gold over here.
You see how he playing?
24
Yeah,
karat
you know what I
gold
mean? He got the
High
Brutos,
roller.
man. Look, so humble. So humble.
Hey, yo,
He's
I
like-
watched some of those YouTube videos where guys have like basement full of toys.
Full of totes. Full
Like,
of
yo, how
That's
much
him.
time did you have?
With
Live.
sneakers?
Yeah.
That's Farron. That's definitely Farron. Shout out to Farron.
Like, how much time you had to actually go shopping like that to buy
So-
that
but-
many sneakers?
The thing,
But-
you don't have to go shopping.
They ship them to you.
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
not
Okay.
to get off too much. What made you come home? Cause you was real confident right here.
When we come, I was working at Walmart, the one up there in Washington overnight.
Yeah.
It was my 21st birthday.
21.
Yeah, and I was just.
He's early in the game. Damn. He came home early,
It was
son.
my 21st birthday.
Yeah.
I'll never forget. We went on lunch. It was middle of the night. I grabbed a razor and shaving cream off the shelf, scanned it out, walked out the door, went home for lunch break, shaved my hair up, shaved it all off.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Never
Did somebody
turned back.
say something?
No, I just got tired. Cause I got tired of fucking up. You know, when you wear the Yankee fitted back in the day, it had the white on the
your
inside.
shit was
Yeah,
black.
and you had
all
the
black
Beijing.
and disgusting but it'd be like 2 days old. I'm like, oh, this is nasty. I just said, screw it, man. I'm tired, man. It's like my
21?
pops is bald, my older brother's bald. It's like, it's gonna happen. Just accept it. I said, let me do it now while I said, because the winter's coming. I can have the Scully on, get the color right on it.
No
and then break
doubt,
out a
no
nice
doubt.
even.
Tanned it out right.
Yeah, get a nice even head tone for the summertime. Just like,
Yeah,
boom,
yeah.
I could just do it.
No
21?
21.
So you was still in
It just-
college
it
at
just
the
made
time?
the-
No, I
but you left college.
Yeah, I
you
left
you up
college.
there?
I decided I was
No
finished
doubt.
with college.
No
So,
doubt. Say no, I was done.
When I realized that
Tell 'em,
my hair,
Ye.
I realized I was I decided I was finished. You know what I mean? But when I realized that my hair was that I was losing my hair, it was actually in Virginia. I rarely got my hair cut down there, but when I did go, I was at this one barbershop, and he's just cutting nice and smooth. He's like, "Yo, you know, the last couple times you came here, I only had to shave the sides of your head." And I'm like, okay,
Message.
what? He was like, "You know what that mean, right?" And I'm just like, "You can just finish cutting my hair, please. I don't want to talk about this."
Was they putting something in your hair down
No,
there?
it wasn't growing on the top. It was just stopped growing.
It might be
So I
something with the South, because I went to school in the South, and that's kind of like when my decline started.
So-
But I play football and stuff, so I can use helmets and stuff
Yeah,
like
so
that
my
as an
thing-
excuse. But they put something in my hair. I think that was the decline. I should
Like I
go back
said-
and sue them.
Nah, it was-
Shout
like
out
I
to
said,
Coach Hill. Shout out to
for me,
Tracy.
it's just in the history.
Shout out to
there.
Gary. Yo, man. We got more going. What's your mission with your show?
Well, originally, just to just be able to chop up hip hop, man. I look at I do a hip hop podcast, man. We on episode 116,
Nice.
and it's
Longevity.
I look at that.
Consistency, baby.
I look at it like it's a time capsule.
No doubt.
You know what I mean? We start off the show, we talk about the albums that dropped that week, and then we go into Boog's segment, which is This Week in Hip Hop. We talk about what's happening. But we talk about what's happening in like hip hop. One of my biggest things that I told him when we started off, I said we're not doing love in hip hop. We're not doing, drama, any of that.
Ratchet
The
TV.
ratchets, nah. I want to talk hip hop. The most we ever talked about love in hip hop, I think it was like episode 2 or 3, and we talked about women feeling obligated to modify their bodies because of what they're seeing on love in hip hop.
They're being told to modify.
And that's the farthest.
You
we've
get a
ever
point
gone
for
into it.
just saying women had to modify their body. I like the way you put that together. we get points for like using fancy college words.
Oh, there you
man.
go.
know.
Prepositional
That's that
phrase?
Virginia Union right
That's
there.
a prepositional.
Oh, D is
I don't
showing
know.
out.
Oh
D is
man,
showing out.
prepositional phrase.
He said prepositional phrase. You was in G&T, but they
Hell no, I
kicked you
wasn't.
out for beating up somebody. That's what happened.
My brain ain't start working until later.
I said, but now right now the biggest mission, like I said, for me, when I look at the podcast, and like my oldest is about to graduate high school, and I got my 2 little ones, 7 and 3. I want to be able to show them, like, look, this is something that I wanted to do, and I did it.
No doubt.
So don't tell me you can't do something.
No doubt.
At least, you know what I mean? At least try. Put it out there. If it don't happen for you, it don't happen. But at least you can go to sleep at night knowing that you tried and that you did it.
Absolutely.
Hey,
Absolutely.
what do you feel real quick about you heard about what Puffy said at the Grammys?
365 days.
Yeah, what do you think about that?
Get your shit together, Academy. You got 365 days
For what? What you talking about?
to start recognizing black music for the fact that it moves the culture 110%.
If you didn't hear, Puffy did a speech
elaborate.
at the pre-gala.
50-minute speech.
50-minute speech.
The
And
last
in 4
10
minutes
minutes
and
of
10
the
seconds,
speech,
he
he
just went
actually
in.
got to the
Gal ain't
Grammy,
get my invite to.
and he told the Grammys that you guys never respected black music. We about basically tired of you overlooking us in all genres of music, and we're not going to deal with it anymore. Basically threatening to boycott the Grammys. I got one more
Again.
year to get it right, and this time he's looking as though he got momentum this time, and he's talking about maybe is not having their own.
While I respect that, and I agree with it, it's the Academy. You know, what I mean, they have the prestige behind them.
I thought it was the Grammys.
The Grammy Academy. That's who.
No doubt.
But at the same time, I was just about to say that. But this is the same Diddy. Did he go to the BET Awards?
That's what I'm saying.
Was he there at the BET Awards?
It was a lot of backlash from
him
Diddy
saying
ain't been
it.
to the BET Awards.
It was a lot of.
It's all about, but
It was
still,
a lot of
it's still
backlash for
BET.
what he
It's still
said.
Black Entertainment Television. That's an award show for us.
Mm-hmm.
When's the last time Jay-Z showed up at a BET Awards? When's the last time Beyonce showed up at a
Soul
BET
Train.
Awards? Soul Train Award. Those are our awards. Just as much as you're threatening the Academy, show up to the stuff that your people are doing.
You know why? Because we get
in
more
the video.
we get more validation from the white man.
No, we feel more validated.
Exactly. That's
From
my
the white
point.
man. You know what I
They
mean?
get more validation
Oh yeah, I see. Yeah, I
from
see
the
what you
black
did.
man,
Yeah, but
from
not
the
for
white
me.
man saying, "Hey, you're a part of what we approve of you."
But one of the
Like-
board
like-
members just said that shit is rigged anyway.
Yeah,
Right.
The old
And that's
CEO,
what
right?
Puffy mentioned that as well in the speech. And like he said, we tired of people who don't have our best interests at heart judging us. Yeah, but y'all should have felt like that.
But he got a point, because I mean,
No, everything he said was on point, but at the same time, he contradicts himself. But at the same time,
Shout
they
out to
all
my
do.
brother Ghana saying,
a lot
shout out
of
to
other
Beyonce.
music, like I don't know, like maybe I'm gonna start listening to different music on iTunes. Like they showed a recent album, I'm gonna start listening to a few different albums, because if that shit is trash, then I feel them.
That
But
shit goes into like the Martin Luther King conversation though. You know,
The good Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King.
segregation or desegregating, and desegregating has been doing more harm because nothing has changed. You shouldn't still be asking, like, why do I have to ask to be equal?
See, and that's my
Yeah,
point.
yeah.
And that's what
you know
Malcolm
that's
X
the way this
said
fucking
back in the
place was
day.
built, man.
I'm not asking you to
We
shit.
don't-
Because that's the way this
we
place
can
is
do
built.
it.
You gotta understand that.
Asking you shit.
Yo,
It
sometimes
ain't
you gotta
even
play
been-
that game.
it ain't
Sometimes
even
you gotta
300
be.
years since
Sometimes you gotta be in that
slavery.
mix.
That's the reason why the black. That's why the reason why the HBCUs sports programs can't thrive. Nobody want to take that challenge.
G-Ho,
Word.
A&T.
We get some pretty dope track
I'm
athletes.
Y'all
saying,
dope.
I'm just saying.
Y'all
if-
play- y'all
if,
finagling
if
them
five of
books.
the top athletes in the country decide, I'm gonna stay at a black college.
Let's go
Think
to black
that
college.
won't tilt
It'll
it.
change the whole paradigm. Everything.
Start paying athletes, and that'll change it.
I'm just
Well,
saying.
ain't
Somebody got
California,
to
didn't
step
they pass
up.
that?
Somebody
I-
got to step
A
out.
lot of older dudes from the NFL used to go to the black colleges.
Of course
too.
they did.
Back in the
Of
day.
course they did.
Ramblings
Of course they
and
did.
don't.
But see, that's
Yeah.
the one thing.
Jerry
Like with
Rice,
California,
Walt
they're
Payton, there's a bunch of them.
I don't
bro.
agree.
I don't agree with paying athletes if they're getting a free education.
Hell, fuck that. Hey,
No.
But I do agree with if you're that damn good and you can make money outside, like somebody like if Foot Locker wants to pay you to come and sit down and sign
doubt.
autographs,
No
you should be
doubt.
allowed to get paid off of that.
There should be
No
some
doubt.
type of
Don't pay 'em
insurance. There should be some
because
type of
it's-
insurance for
doubt.
athletes.
Because
I'm with you
it's
with
because
that.
it gets too fishy. It's like, well, who we gonna pay? Why we gonna pay them?
No.
How we gonna pay them? Which sports are we gonna pay? Because now you can't say, well, basketball and football definitely get paid.
You pay the
but you know,
sports. You play the sports that generate the most money.
but see, now he's saying pay
Everybody
exact. That's the argument right there. He's saying pay everyone the equal amount of money. He's saying
no,
pay,
the sport. I say you
or
pay the
he
sports
pays
who
the sport
generate the most.
Yeah.
That is
so
a scale.
now,
It's gonna be
so
a
now
scale.
look at this. So
'Cause
now
all college
women's
sports-
tennis doesn't get. The top players in tennis are women to me. Like the best tennis players are women.
They don't generate
so now
sport
they're
for
gonna
the
get,
college.
What do they generate?
That's
They
but
don't
it's
They
generate-
gotta generate
but their
something to get
potential,
something.
but their potential earning capacity to give back to your school once they've made it is going to be way more than what you're putting out, what you could put into their pocket.
you can afford to give kids $2,000 a semester. You can afford to do that.
I mean, I feel you, but like I said, for me, I look at it like don't pay the kid if don't pay them, don't give them a salary, nothing like that. But let them go make their own money because that's gonna do a lot more. Because now, okay, if I know I could go out and I could get autograph signings, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna play 10 times harder on the
So
field. now.
depending on the sport,
For
you
me,
don't have
it's
time.
gonna- that's
you
gonna
don't have
drive.
time to go get a job. Depending on the sport you play. If you play football, basketball,
Yeah, you don't have time to get a job.
baseball, stuff like
But
that.
if-
You can't get a job. Tennis players might can get a job. Like,
But not you don't have time to get a job. But if now I know I could charge $10 for autographs and I'm going to the mall anyway because I
Happy
want to buy
birthday,
some
cuz.
sneakers, boom.
you
now
say
I
they
can-
set that up themselves.
I'm just saying.
my
I'm just
boy
saying in
Lamar.
general. I'm just spitballing. throwing
Anything
stuff
they
out
do
there.
gotta go through the school.
I think they should be
university,
allowed to make
you
their
know.
So
own
it
money
did.
off their own names.
Ghana Sands in the building.
Like
It has
this-
to come through the university though,
Why?
because they're wearing their school across their uniform. while
Happy
they're
birthday,
there.
Smooth.
They're
Why?
generating that money representing the school. Or
Depending on the
university.
school, their name is on the back of that.
But whose name is on the front?
But whose name is on the back? Both need to be. Why does
So
the
that
school?
would ju- that
why
would
does
go
the
against
school?
that small
But here's the
margin of
thing.
what they
Why
generate.
does the school now still need a cut? You're getting. I'm putting butts in your seats, right? They're coming. They're not coming. They're not coming. Look,
It's a bigger scale because
they're
you're
not coming to
expendable.
see.
You might
they're
be the
not
person
coming
on
to
the
see.
bench not
This is
doing
why.
nothing.
This
Look
is
at
why.
look at
This is-
whatchamacallit, not LeVar Ball, his son,
Lonzo
Lonzo Ball.
Yeah.
Went out there in L.A. Once he got drafted, that attendance dropped
No, it
because
happened.
people weren't coming to see L.A. They were coming to see Lonzo Ball.
Because-
he deserves that
Here's
money.
some other
You're
Not
right.
L.A. don't deserve that
This-
money.
What,
He deserves
what
that
happens?
money.
All the coaches aren't always right, so they recruit for like 4 people, and hopefully one of them is
And
the
hopefully,
jackpot. So that's why they can't just do it like that. But you're right. I feel like they should get paid, and they shouldn't get the money. I feel like I should have got paid in college, and I should have. Y'all still, man, LA, y'all still owe me money.
I think there should be some type of thing set
They
up
do.
for you when you.
You do get certain
No,
stipends.
but this is my thing. You don't have to give it to me now. I'm willing to take it.
Set
when
up
I'm
a trust
finished.
when I'm 21 or
finished.
I graduate. Boom. Then I
Yeah,
get that
For
money.
some athletes, if
So
you live
whether
on
I
campus and
graduate
stuff
or I
like that,
bust,
they pay you
and
rent
I
and
try and
things.
go
That's
in
what
the
I'm
league and
saying,
I
but
bust, I got money sitting there
Exactly.
waiting
That's
for
what I'm
me.
saying. You don't have to pay me while I'm playing, but at the end when I'm done, I should have something sitting in some type of nest egg for me.
What do you think of the
Just
one
in
and
case I
dones?
don't, whether I get hurt,
I hate it.
it should be some money for me if I got hurt, or if I just don't make it to the league. I still made the school money for 4 years.
Yeah.
I was a part of that. I should get something when I graduate.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm looking. That's what I think it should be.
Yo, this is funny. Yo, you know you got to come on more.
Man, yo,
Be-
just let me know.
because you fall right in line on the way when we get into it. You know what
Let
I'm
me
saying?
know, man.
I want to get more into you right now, and you and we got some of the best debaters up here, and you going toe to toe.
I'm saying, man.
So
This is fun.
I definitely
This is fun.
appreciate that. There's 2 things I want to touch before we end it, because it's about you. And like I said, you look right now. You're a friend of the show.
I'm a friend of the show.
You're a friend of the show.
Quarterback retired.
So his quarterback retired. Rest in peace.
I see that. I see it up there.
So
I see it up there.
you
We gotta talk to
like,
management. They gotta come
see it up
down.
there.
So
I'm
we
wearing-
gotta
I'm
make
wearing
sure-
them
They gotta come
pride,
down.
baby.
We need a Kobe
So I
poster.
definitely don't want this the last time you come on. Look, man, I want you to be a friend of the show.
Definitely.
Now, I like
Definitely.
to chime in. I know you just do pretty much the audio, and that's what you mainly talk about. Do y'all speak about live shows, and who do you feel has a dope live show?
Not too much live shows, because I'm gonna be honest, I don't
You don't attend live shows like True Lies, who was just at the Snoop Dogg show, but he didn't tell me about it.
True
You don't
Lies
do it?
is ultra.
but then
True
there's-
Lies too ultra mega baller out here, man.
I
Yo,
didn't
this
know about.
like-
I didn't know about. I forgot. Look, man. Look, I'm a father now.
Credentials.
I'm a father
You got
now.
credentials or something?
I did. I'm a
mean-
father now. I'll be forgetting.
And
I'll be
that's
changing
the reason
diapers.
why I
The
don't do
poop
too
make
many
your
live
brain
shows.
go
I got
back.
3 kids
You know
at
what I'm
home.
saying? It does. You know what I'm saying? But so you don't mess with the live shows?
Every once in a while,
I'll
I'll
mess with
catch
this man right here.
I'll catch stuff. Yeah, I live vicariously through True Lies.
No doubt.
I'll be on his IG feed like, oh word, they did that.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm like, yo, Snoop, word.
yeah, but nah, I think, but just watching like videos and stuff like that live. So I mean, obviously, I think I'm not the biggest fan of Travis Scott music, but I think he's an entertainer. His lives, like just what he does. Like I was like when he came out for what did he do? He did the Super Bowl last year.
He co-did it with Maroon
Yeah,
5.
and I was so pissed off. I'm like this. I was like, Travis Scott is way better than what he did there. Travis Scott, Tyler the Creator. That's another one. They put on phenomenal.
Did you watch
shows.
the Grammys last night?
Yes.
I heard it was one of the illest. Shout out to Norm the General. He said it was one of the illest out there. How was it?
It was decent. I think Usher's performance doing with Prince was dope.
Okay.
Alicia, I think she's a lot of people from what I've seen, they give her like a lot of flack on
Alicia
but
Keys?
I think she's a solid host, man. I think she
People just don't like her.
yeah, and I think that's what it is. People look at her in Swiss and that whole
That's
thing,
right.
and they
That's-
just
there
they
you
just
go.
steady hating. I think
That's
she's
it.
a
They
I
can't
think
get
she's a
over that.
great host.
They did that to
man.
Beyonce.
They can't,
Yeah,
they
I
can't
think, but I
get
think
over
she's
it.
a great host. I thought the
Alicia ain't dropped no music in a while though.
she got an album. She's been dropping singles steadily. She dropped like 3 or 4 singles, and
People
her
don't
album
like
I
her.
think comes out this week
Sorry.
or
Only
next
listen-
week.
Only listen to Griselda.
Yeah,
I gotta get
she's
my
got an
R&B
album
back.
coming out, Griselda.
People
Boom, boom,
don't-
boom, boom.
That Swiss Beats thing took a lot of people away from her fandom.
Yeah.
It did. It
But
did.
like I said, but the Grammys was good. Billie Eilish, I said I got to go and listen to her album. I mean, she's not hip hop, nothing like that. But one of the things I usually do religiously, and I didn't do it this year, I listen to everything that's nominated for a Grammy, like in the major categories.
Yeah.
This year I didn't do it, so it's like Billie Eilish. I think she was nominated for 6 and won 5,
Wow.
including Song of the Year and like Album of the
She
Year.
got it in.
What's homegirl who won it? who be showing the thongs off.
Oh, you talking about Lizzo?
Lizzo. Did she
Lizzo.
perform or something?
She got 3
Yeah, she
Grammys.
performed. She
got
performed.
three?
Yeah.
I heard she got cheated.
She ain't, I don't know if she got cheated. So I said I gotta listen to Billie Eilish first to know if she
Me
got
too, because I didn't know who she
cheated.
was. I heard of her name a lot of times, but I never heard her music.
I said, but
Some more white people know Lizzo than who won?
Billie Eilish.
Yeah.
Billie
rapped
Eilish,
up.
yeah.
Exactly.
Even
Billie Eilish, like,
Yeah, but she been swarming lately. Yeah,
but
she's
I didn't
everywhere.
Never, you know,
She's not showing her
I
ass.
didn't been hearing the name like crazy, but I don't know the music. I don't know the music.
I know Lizzo was in Hustlers with J-Lo in them.
Wait, she is?
Yo,
Now that was a
She's
good.
she's
Yo,
in
yeah,
Hustlers
no,
with
we
J-Lo.
gonna-
I need to catch
Playing
that.
a stripper.
No way.
Cardi B too.
I'm gonna tell you next week.
No, Cardi
No.
B. No, but they both were in the strip club.
Next
like
week,
they're both strippers.
we gonna
in it.
talk about these movies. We're gonna get back to
Oh,
our
yeah.
script. So we're gonna hold it off for this week.
We gonna hold it off.
We're gonna hold
I
it
got
off.
one. I got
We're gonna
you.
get back to it next
Okay.
week because a lot of movies that I saw. We're gonna get back to the Hip Hop Evolution. We all gonna watch that. We're gonna chime in on that.
Fall from grace.
That-
You know,
there you go.
We got it going. And just before
Sorry.
we
Like
close
Tyler
out,
Perry movie.
and I'm sorry we had to share a little bit of Kobe with you, but
Nah,
you was
it's cool,
definitely
man.
in.
It's cool,
and,
man.
and like I said, you're definitely a family, and you're part of the show now. Whenever you want to come through, just holler at us,
Most
and you can just
definitely.
holler directly at me because TJ is super cool. I was telling about earlier, TJ about yo, I'm saying my man went da. TJ is
like,
smooth.
yeah,
TJ, and he knew what exactly
He
to
made
tell
it
us.
happen,
So
man. He made it happen.
TJ will say it as
He's
smooth
cool.
as he looks right now.
He's smooth with
I
it.
mean, look.
He's like, yo, my man want to get on the show.
See, TJ not gonna push. TJ like I'm like yo,
You schedule stuff.
I know, but you gotta tell me sometimes twice.
So,
I hit up everybody. Don't worry, I hit up everybody.
You know what I'm saying? But no, TJ definitely is an advocate for you. You know what I'm saying? TJ definitely push, and we're gonna have to make sure we push him.
I need some music.
That new
To send it to me.
Insecure.
I do it for hip hop
I'm
one at
waiting for it.
yahoo.com.
I'm waiting for it. I can't wait till we interview him on this side. I think we all spoke about it. How we want to have True Lives on this side, and we could play his original music. Be holla at cuz cause he don't listen to me.
We gotta edit it so we can have True Lives on both sides.
Damn.
That would
That'll
be
be
magical.
dope. That'll be dope.
That would be magical.
That'll be like Outkast or something. You know what I'm saying? We gotta do that, man.
Oh, like the Hey Ya video?
Just that
I'll sit
week.
behind him. I'll
So
do
just
it, man.
that
Hit
week.
me up.
Just that, I like that. Just so that week, you gonna be on this side.
Word.
True Lives gonna be on that side.
So when's this album dropping? Let me put it in the calendar so I know.
I don't know.
Oh,
We
now
they
you
been
don't
drop,
know.
I've been on HBO.
It coming soon, so it has to be soon.
It's coming soon.
Coming soon.
Let's get ready.
Watchmen on HBO?
No, we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that because they ain't renew it. We're gonna talk about that too, and I'm gonna make sure I finish the whole season because I want to chime in on that as
Well,
well.
I think they're ready to start the new one. Though.
No,
Nah, it's
they
over.
didn't get renewed.
So yeah,
They get renewed. That's
They
right.
get
I
renewed.
think
They
didn't the
get
director
But-
say
but
he don't
the-
want to do it? So they, the director, whoever directed it, produced it, was like, I don't want to do it. So they said, well, fine, we're not doing another one. We're not finding nobody else.
Just
That's it.
before we end off, and like I love your energy and how you just fall with the whole team. When we look at I Do It For Hip Hop podcast, when we listen to it, tell us what we're gonna hear, and tell us what we need to. Why everyone needs to subscribe to this right here, and what platform you're on.
Oh man, yo, when you tune into the I Do It For Hip Hop podcast, I mean, I think it's just genuine conversation from two. I call it barbershop style talk.
No doubt.
Because that's what it is. It's like you just chilling. It's like, oh man, you heard that record? Man, that shit was garbage. And you got the old man go, that shit was trash. Oh, that was magical. That was amazing. It's a classic. Me and Boog, we go back and forth. We tumble. We talk. We agree on a lot. We disagree on a lot. We fall in the middle. We just. It's a good genuine conversation. We go off the rails. We can go from talking about one album and next thing you know it, we on a movie that we just loop it all together. It's just fun, genuine conversation.
No doubt.
It's not structured. We're just regular dudes that really enjoy music.
No
We're
doubt.
not industry heads and nothing like that. We're just regular dudes that really enjoy music, and we talk about it because we love it.
And what platforms can we catch everything?
I mean, you
on?
can find us, man. We're on Apple Podcasts. We're on SoundCloud. You can find us on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Listen Notes, and we come in the Google Play Store real soon.
And tell me why you going to root for the 49ers in the Super Bowl.
Actually, I'm not rooting for the 49ers in the Super Bowl.
I'm not understanding your language.
Black quarterbacks, Patrick Mahomes. Black quarterbacks.
Yo, that's on the other chain.
Half black count too.
I'm hearing a lot of that. That's
Black quarterbacks, and in
I'm
the
hearing
fact
a lot of
that, but the main reason, like, I always root for the black quarterback unless the Giants are in there.
Garoppolo's Italian though. I don't know. You know what they say
I'm
about the
conflicted.
Italian?
Yo, word, man.
But then the other reason, my wife's initials are KCC.
Okay, who?
KCC. My wife's initials are KCC.
Oh.
So she was like, "Oh, I'm rooting for them."
I'm
I
just
said,
I'm just
"All right,
gonna
I'm gonna
watch.
hold you down because there's a black
Yo, when is
quarterback. I
this
can do
weekend?
that too this
It's
time."
Sunday.
I'm just
So-
gonna watch. I don't have a dog.
Who's going to work on Monday?
Oh, I already put my
I'm
request
going
in. I'm
to
good that day. I'm going to watch the game at my man's house. It's like
Thank
two
you,
houses
T.
down, just so I could crawl home. I didn't even got to worry about driving. I could just crawl home.
No, I appreciate you. Look, man,
Tie.
make sure, how can they follow you?
They can go on Instagram. You can type it in at I Do It For Hip Hop _podcast on Instagram. You can go on Facebook, I Do It For Hip Hop podcast. Those are the best ways to follow us. You can go on Twitter. I'm there very seldomly. I got to get better at it. Great Pharaoh, GR8 _ PHARAOH. I'm fucking up my own name.
PIMPology. You know what I'm
mean?
saying? Yo, man,
then you
shout out to all my barbers. Shout out to all my stylists. Shout out to Just for coming through. We appreciate you.
Cheer.
And yeah, man, we're gonna have some more fun. You're gonna come back through, and you. The next time you come on is when we get this guy over here.
I'm putting him on a timetable, man. Yo, I'm about to be plastering True Lies stuff all over the show. We got Busta Rhymes on watch. We got Kendrick Lamar on watch. True Lies is officially on I Do It For Hip Hop podcast watch. I need to have him before the end of the first quarter, or he gets canceled.
Definite. Hold up.
Canceled.
I can't afford another True Lies. You know what I'm saying? You're not fully canceled over here. We want you to hurry up. You know, can you hurry up?
Canceled
we
as in
fans over
canceled
here.
as in I'm done waiting for music from him. I'm moving on.
I'm too much.
I'm
of
taking
a fan.
the Thrillers going off
man,
off my regular playlist.
You canceled. Yeah. But now, anybody got any last shouts before we end it up?
Rest in peace, Kobe. Shouts and prayers to his family, his wife, and remaining children. Sad situation, it hurts. Shout out Kobe.
B.
Just shout out to family. Everybody good.
T.
Mamba out.
Shout out to my barbers and all my stylists. Shout out to Just. Make sure y'all follow I Do It For Hip Hop podcast on all those platforms. We out Beards and Baldheads. We out.
Rich bitch.
Kobe.
Nah, no doubt. We definitely.